Hello there everybody, this is Lane, and today I'm going to be unboxing another eBay lot. So basically, this is like weeks ago, but basically, I found a lot of these Get Along Gang dress-up dolls, and um, there were a few particular characters that made me want to buy the lot, and yeah, so I did. I made an offer, and I was able to get it. So, just move this out of the way. These figures are pretty dirty. I mean, like, no kidding. So, there's Wilma. There's Bernice. There's Zipper. And Lolly. And then there's Dolly. Trying to... But yeah, you can see, these figures are kind of wobbling around, and also not to mention, that their clothes have been like mixed matched. Like, for example, Dottie's wearing Bernice's clothes, Bernice is wearing Dottie's clothes, Wilma is wearing Lolly's clothes, and Lolly is wearing Wilma's clothes. So yeah, so I'm gonna take their clothes off them and wash them. I might also clean the figures as well. So I'll be right back. Alright, so I finished washing my dolls and let them out to dry. Their clothes should be dry by now, same for their shoes. So time to put their clothes back on. Alright, so now that these characters are good as new, let's look at them one by one. Alright, so here is Dottie Dog. I think I should talk more about these figures. So yeah, so basically, Tomy was the company that had the license to make toys for the Get Along Gang. They were even the sponsors of the original TV special that Nelvana produced, which is going to be turning 30 sometime in May. But yeah, but one of the toys that they made were these dress-up dolls. Basically, the gimmick was you took off their clothes and put them on like someone else. That's kind of pretty much why she was wearing Bernice's clothes and why, she was also wearing her clothes as well. But they actually had, but they were separated into two waves. Wave one pretty much had the main 6 characters, or at least, the 6 characters that were in the cartoon. And wave 2 had like 3 more of the other gang members. So yeah, so here's Dottie. She is roughly around about like 5 or 5.5 inches or something. I'm not gonna do like a full-on review of these figures. I'm actually gonna save it until I ever get a complete set. But yeah, she's a pretty good doll. I feel like she does look stranger compared to the other ones. I feel like her hair, or not hair, I feel like her ears are like way too short and they're not long enough. I feel like that's kind of my only critique with Dottie. I also find it strange how their legs, every character's legs are like a little inwards. I'm not sure why. Not sure why that's the case. Maybe it just would be easier to put their clothes on that way. I guess that probably could explain why their legs and arms and their head, they're like a much softer vinyl, while the body is just a harder plastic. So yeah, so that is Dottie Dog. Let's move on to Zipper Cat. So here is Zipper Cat. Now, unfortunately, these the figures I bought were really well played with, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, like some of their clothes. They're not. They're kind of dirty. Even after washing them, they're still kind of dirty. Dottie, she had like a little rip, or like a minor. It's about to rip on her left sleeve. And Zipper, he has a hole in his hood, or I think 2 holes actually. And I think he also has another hole somewhere in the sleeve. I could be wrong. It's kind of interesting because like if you've seen Zipper from the illustrations or in the cartoons, he wears shorts, but this particular figure, he has like longer like cargo pants or something. I guess it's not too weird since he did wear longer pants in the Christmas Thief book. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a really good head sculpt. I think it does a good job looking like Zipper. And you know, he also has a tail that you can rotate. He has articulation in the tail, so that's pretty cool. Next, let's move on to Wulma. All right, so here's Wulma. Her clothes are incomplete. She is missing. She is missing her blue tights. And she's also missing one of her yellow ballerina shoes. It only came with one, if you saw it like earlier in the video, but I didn't put it on her, you know, just so, you know, like she could stand better. Cause this particular Wulma, her legs are like super loose. I mean, like this figure in general is very loose compared to everyone else. Yeah, I feel like I should have kept the Velcros tight, cause like after washing them, like they don't stay on as well as they should have. Oh well, live and learn. And I tried my best to, you know, scrub all of the dirt and everything off of Wilma, but even after that, like, you know, like she still looks kind of dirty. Maybe you can, maybe I'd do like a close up of her and see. If I ever get their characters, I'll probably get an extra Wilma. But yeah, I don't really have much to say about her. All right, now let's move on to the two characters, aka the reason why I bought that lot. Bernice Bear is up next. Now, I don't really know too much about her. I don't think she ever had a speaking role in the special. She was definitely not in the cartoon, obviously. I think she did have like a minor role like in the books, but that was just pretty much it. There was never books, that centered around her. But she's definitely a really neat looking figure, and she's actually one of the reasons why I bought this lot, because she's part of the second wave, along with Lolly Squirrel and Flora Fox. And the reason why I wanted Bernice and Lolly was actually just because Wave 2, they didn't make as many as the other characters, so they are a little bit harder to find. I mean, like, they're not crazy expensive or anything, or at least right now, but they are slightly harder to find, especially Lolly. I'd say Bernice is probably the most common of the three. And so yeah, interesting thing is that like her shirt and pants, they're actually one piece this time, cause like with Dottie, her sweater and skirt were a separate piece, and same goes like for Wilma and Portia, but no, and interesting enough, her clothes are just one piece this time. I also like how they put in the detail of like her bee on the top left. And yeah, I tried to clean her up the best I could. Like you can see there's like a little blue on the back that I just could not get off. But overall, it's a pretty good figure. Okay, last up we have Lolly Squirrel. She's pretty much the other reason why I wanted to get this lot, because she is also from the second wave, and I'd say she's probably the most hardest to find of all the characters. I did see a listing for her of like this figure, with just some of the clothes and her shoes and all that, and they were asking for like $70. How much I paid for this lot? If we don't count shipping, it was probably like $35. And I'm glad. I'm glad I have these figures, of course, but I definitely do have like some regret in a way. I mean, like, not that they're like bad figures or anything, but just like they weren't like in as good as condition as I kind of thought they would be in the pictures. I guess it wouldn't, like sort of be my fault. Cause like cause like some cause like Zipper and Dottie, they have like ripped clothes. Also for Dottie, I'm not sure if I could, cause like with like Dottie's hand, there's like some marks in the plastic. But for Lolly, you could probably see that. But for Lolly's right hand, it's like some dog bit off like a bit off her fingers or something. Or honestly, like maybe Dottie, maybe she was the one like who bit her fingers off. Imagine at some point, both of them got into like a really serious argument, and Dottie she accidentally like bite Lolly's fingers off like. I mean that probably could have happened, and that's probably why like her fingers are kind of chewed off. There's some wear in the nose. I'll probably just like paint it on or something. But yeah, I especially love her clothes. She is supposed to come with a beret, but this one is missing that, and that $70 eBay listing, that I think you could still find for sale. That one also did not have her beret. I'm sure I can go on like Etsy and see if someone makes like a similar colored beret to this jacket for like a similar size. Oh yeah, her squirrel tail. It's definitely a lot smaller. Probably just so it wouldn't ruin the playtime of these toys and everything. But yeah, I'm kind of happy to have Lolly. In fact, I think I can't tell, but I think she uses the same gray color as Zipper. So yeah, honestly, maybe if I ever get like another Zipper, maybe I could see if I could take off this hand and swap it out for Lolly. That actually could work. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. The only characters that I'm currently missing right now are Bingo Beaver, Portia Porcupine, Montgomery Moose, and last but not least, Flora Fox. So this is the best I could do. So yeah, so that is pretty much the Get Along Gang dress-up dolls. I think they're pretty neat dolls. If I ever get any of the other 4 characters, I definitely would love them to do like a review for them. So yeah, so that was it for this video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos that I produce. I'll see you real soon.